because, you know, having that moment with Stella in the group and seeing where her mind was when she started, and being like, I'm a stan of Stella. Like, you guys know I love Stella Williams. I stan Stella Williams. Seeing her journey and seeing how far she's come, and if Speak Truth into Existence was a person, it's Stella. And it's crazy because I say all the time, like, I know I'm older than her, but I aspire to be just like Stella Williams. She gives me hope and confidence that I can do that. And I'm gonna write this down. I like the highlight of the year, the highlight of 2022 is getting to have this one-on-one time with this somewhat of a close relationship with Stella Williams, because she's changed my life, you guys, in so many ways. It's not even funny. Alright, you guys, I am back and I got my food. I went to the little dessert spot, and we ended up getting something to drink at Dunkin' Donuts because everything around here is so that I couldn't find anything on their menus that I was just like, yeah, I want to try for the first time. So we went to Dunkin' Donuts and we got ourselves a passion fruit green tea because we already know what that's gonna taste like. It's gonna taste like cheap. So let me show you guys what I got for lunch. I went to this place, it's called El Pollo Guapo, and I got a bowl and a taco with the plan on just like, you know, picking that stuff. I'm assuming this is like the sauce for the taco. So you guys what I got. I got a Guapo taco. I hope this guy's not gonna bother me. What he doing? Oh, he's getting a carpet. Cool. I got a Guapo taco. It is a rotisserie chicken, caramelized onions, and no red onions. It looks like it also has like pico de gallo on it, some feta cheese, and something else. Let's see if I can show you guys. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. It's about to get a little crazy. Hold on. All right, so this is the taco. She look good. And then we got, season bird. We got our bowl here, and I'll show you guys more of this in a minute. But it's basically rice. It's rice, garlic, lime, aioli, roasted chicken, pickled onions, caramelized onions, pico de gallo, queso fresco, roasted corn, marinated cucumbers, and romaine lettuce. So that's what we got there. Let me put you guys back. All right. So I'm looking in the bag, and ain't a fork in sight. Ain't one fork in sight. I had to wait 30 minutes for this food, first of all. And y'all don't give me a fork. Thank God I'm all about that mom life, because I got one. I'm hoping when I edit this video, you guys can't hear my car running. It has, excuse me, it has gotten humid outside. I chose the day of all days to go out. So where I live at, what's going on right now is I think we're getting some kind of rain or storm or something, because it's gotten very windy. As you guys can see, all day long I haven't really gotten any good sunlight. But it's like muggy in the air, and it's supposed to rain at some point, or rain in certain parts of the state, but it's shitty. And so the air has gotten really thick, and so I can't roll down the window. I've been like sweating on and off all day. As you can see, the hair, it has now made its way to a bun because I can't do it. So let's have lunch and chit chat. I still haven't really figured out if this is if this is all gonna be one video, or I'm just gonna do the lunch part separate. Y'all figure it out. I don't know if I like that sauce. Anytime I try a new place and it gives me the option to put the sauce on the side, I always do it, because I don't know if I like it. I don't think I'm going to end up eating a taco shell, but I know I'm going to eat the stuff in the inside. So let's give it a taste first, and then we'll get the chit chatting. Okay, some guac in there. So I just put my fat ass arm in the way. Alright. We'll try with some of this sauce. I'm gonna try my food before I start talking, because I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat and what I'm not. But now I just made a mess. Okay, that's good. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys now about this new journey of self-care that I'm on. I've been having these depressed moments, and I feel like a lot of it is because I just feel like I don't have time for myself. And it's not that I don't have time for myself, I don't make time for myself, or I'll have the time for myself. And I do like what I did today. I literally went, today's supposed to be all about me, going to I should have went pamper myself and all types of stuff, but I didn't. What I ended up doing is basically errands and chores. And the one place I went to go shopping for myself and probably pick up one or two things for the baby, it didn't happen that way. As soon as I walked in there, I saw the summer stuff, and all of a sudden just started thinking about everybody else. It's the same way at home, where I'll plan the night before and be like, oh, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna just do this for myself. And it don't happen. Because tomorrow will come, and I'll think of something else that I need to do. Or one of the kids like, Mom, can you help me do something? And then I just forfeit my stuff, my whole whatever. Like, I feel bad just sitting down watching TV for too long. Like, one of the assignments my therapist gave me was to just watch TV and don't do nothing. And I was like, I can watch TV, kind of. And she was like, no, watch TV and don't do anything but watch TV. Put your phone down. Don't do no crafts, none of that. Just watch TV. And like, I did it, and I got into, Facebook got me into what is it, The Good Wife, and I watched like 2 episodes, so they're like 40 minutes each, so about 2 hours. And y'all, when I tell you, I had so much anxiety because I was like, oh shit, it's been 2 hours. Let me go check on everybody. Let me go see if they want me to cook dinner. Let me go this. Let me go that. Jesus be a guilty conscience. Alright. My bad, the hubby called. I don't remember what I was saying. See? I know I was saying something about myself, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, I decided that I was going to get back into journaling. And so far it's been like helping me. Really just like organize my life. Because a few months back, I had bought a shitload of happy planners. And like journals and stuff. With the intent to organize my life a little bit better. I literally had a journal for everything. I had one for my content like calendar, like a planner for my calendar, one for my everyday life planner, my regular journal, journals for the workbooks that I do, the self-help workbooks that I do. I had a planner for all the stuff I have planned to do around my house. And let me tell you guys, the only thing I did with these planners was label them. Like, once I put them together, because I brought pieces and kind of like customize them the way I wanted it to. Never use them. And that was like a couple months ago. And it finally hit me that one of the reasons why I didn't get around to using it is because I can part Jesus be a speech therapist, okay? I compartmentalize my life. I'm always trying to separate things and just not really have things run into each other. But what I realize is that that's not the kind of life I have. It's not how my brain works. I would have to cross-reference each planner to make sure I'm not overbooking myself. I would have to go through each journal individually to try to figure out what thought I wrote down or whatever the case is. It was just a lot. And I don't know if this is making any sense to you guys, but we're going to talk about it while I eat. I just realized that it was too much. It was too much, and I felt like I was drowning. And I'm going to tell you guys the moment I realized that. As you guys know, I mention it all the time. I'm in the Stella Williams mentorship program. And not this Sunday that just passed, but like the Sunday before, she was like, reminiscing with how she started her channel. And all right, so my phone rang again. This time it was my cousin. Yeah, my phone, anybody call me all day. Since I started filming earlier, ain't nobody call me all day. All of a sudden it's 3:30 and everybody must have some free time, because when I call people earlier, they ain't answer me. But whatever. We finished that inside of the taco, the burrito shell, tortilla shell, the soft burrito, whatever it's called, the soft shell. It's still in the bottom. Anywho, so yeah, we were having session, and she was just going over like how she wrote things out and like wrote her goals and everything out, and like she just wrote everything in this one journal. And I said, I ain't stupid. Why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I just put everything in the same journal? And from that moment, you guys, I've been journaling everything in the same notebook. And what I do is I do it by days. So like today, I didn't journal today. Like I didn't get a chance to write in my journal today because like I said, I've been up since 6 and I was trying to get out the door. But I'm pretty sure tonight I got some stuff to write down tonight. And like, so today's like I don't know what day it is. I want to say it's the 19th, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Whatever today is, I write it at the top, and then I always like set objectives for the day. Today's objective was to actually commit to going out and being by myself and doing something. I can check off the fact that I went and had breakfast. I can check out the fact that we're having lunch by myself, and I made it through the day. I'm not a mess. And so I always start off with like an objective, and I thought the bowl was broken. All right, guys. I don't know about these pickled onions, but look at. I don't know what a pickled onion is. Well, I know what a pickled onion is, but I don't think I like it. I don't. Wait. All right, I think I got all the pickled onion off. I've been doing objectives instead of goals because I forgot what I was watching, but I seen this thing, and it was D Wade and some other basketball player, I don't know his name, and he was saying how setting a goal gives you an end, because once you reach that goal, then what? And if you don't reach that goal, that's a sign of failure. But if you set an objective always grows. Look at this shit. Objectives are always growing, they're always changing, they're maneuverable, and you're less likely to beat yourself up when you don't hit that post of an objective, because you're still reaching that next level. Like, you can still level up. And so I've started to phrase it that way, because I am the type of person where if it's alright. There's a flavor in here I'm not really fond of, but it's alright. I'm the type of person that I get discouraged easily. And I'm not gonna hold you. It stems from childhood. it stems from childhood. It stems from growing up and not feeling like I was ever enough, or not feeling like I was good enough, and stuff like that. So if I set a goal to do something and I don't reach that goal, if I say my goal for today was to like fold my clothes, clean my room, and I don't know, fucking shoot a bird, who knows, and I didn't get around to one of them, or it's late in the day and I realize, oh shit, like I done shot this bird, I done did my clothes but my room's not clean, I start panicking, trying to reach that goal, saying like, oh my god, the day's not over, I need to get it done, I need to get it done. Or if I didn't get around to shooting a bird but I did everything else, I feel like, damn, like I didn't complete what I was supposed to today. Like it just makes me feel like I didn't do enough. I got everything else on the checklist done, but the one thing I didn't do, and I start getting stressed out about it. Whereas an objective, it's a plan. Like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm anticipating on doing, this is what I actually got done, you know? And it's fine, because I can just do it tomorrow. These marinated cucumbers, vinegary, but I can just do it tomorrow and it's fine. Or if I don't get around to it, I don't get around to it, especially if it's something not important, because it's always the not important things that I never get around to, because I'm good at prioritizing certain things. It's either not important or it's something that pertains to me. And if it's something that pertains to me and it doesn't get done, I'm like, oh well, I ain't do it. But if it's something that pertains to somebody in my house or somebody else in general, y'all, I have gone into full-fledged panic attacks over not finishing something. And it's not because I didn't want to do it or I was fucking around. Don't get me wrong, I procrastinate, but I am a productive procrastinator. I might not do the things on my list to do, but I got something else done. Like yesterday, my objective yesterday was to measure for a new set of waist beads, because like I said, something is going on. Your girl getting a little thick. I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to create a new set of waist beads for myself. And I thought, well, the least I can do is just measure my new waist beads out. I didn't do that, but what I ended up doing was going through a box of jewelry and deciding what I wanted to keep from what I didn't. And you know what? I ain't mad about it, because I can still measure for my waist beads. But I've been trying to sort this jewelry out for so fucking long, y'all, that I'm good with it. Like, to me, that's a good trade-off. And since like setting my days up like that, writing out a plan for the day, like, this is what I want to get done today, this is what I want to do today, it makes me feel so much better, because I don't wake up and try to figure out what I'm supposed to do or figure out what I said I was going to do. I already wrote it down. When you're a stay-at-home mom and nobody, I don't work for nobody, I work for myself and my chilling, but there's nobody holding me accountable for time. Like, I don't have to punch nobody's clock, I don't gotta jump when somebody say, like, none of that. You tend to, like, how do you say, be less motivated to get stuff done, because it's like, I could do it whenever. Or I'm asleep in. Granted, I can't sleep past 9 o'clock, but I like to sit on my back porch, as you guys know. 2-3 hours later, yeah, I was doing something while sitting there, but now all the real work, all the real stuff hasn't gotten done because there was nobody applying pressure, or I forgot what it was that I was supposed to be doing. I do that a lot. I forget what I'm supposed to be doing a lot. And then I spend half the damn day trying to remember what it was instead of moving on to the next thing. I literally just sit around blank. I'm supposed to do something today. I don't know what it was, but I was supposed to do something. So it's only been a few days since I started that. Since I started journaling that way. But it's definitely like eased a lot of anxiety that I have. I'm anxious from the time I wake up. Like, I wake up and I lay there and I start thinking about all the things I want to do that day. And then I think about, oh my God, I got all this shit to do. There's not enough time. How am I do it? I don't really feel like doing this, that, and the third. What am I about to do? Mind you, 2 seconds before I had the I don't want to do these thoughts, I was laying there thinking of all the things I should do today. I don't have to do these things. Why am I already stressed out? I can pick and choose what I want to do. So, planning it out where the night before, I say, I always do 4 things. I write down 4 things, no more than 4, because more than 4 stresses me out. These are the 4 things I want to do tomorrow. These are the 4 goals that I have, well, objectives, I'm not using goals, still new. These are the 4 objectives I have for tomorrow. And if tomorrow comes and I don't do them all, I write highlights and lowlights. And I do that because I tend to forget that I had a good day. You know, I might not have done everything on this list, but I got stuff done. I did this, you know, like, I'm not in a bed crying. I'm not unable to, like, function because I'm just so, like, sad or depressed or whatever the case is. Like, I did something today, which is great. So I always, like, skip over that part. I know this is getting choppy, and it's because, like, I just realized it's 3:42. Excuse me. And anxiety starting to hit me about my kids. They've been at their grandmother since 10. But in all due fairness, they kind of only been there since, like, 11, because I remember I had to circle back. But now I'm just thinking, like, I've been out for a while. And here's the thing, like, my mom, she don't care. Like, she'll take my kids. It's me. And that's, like, what this self-care thing is all about. It's me. Like, 3.5 years ago, I bought my house. And when I moved in and everything, and I was pregnant with my last baby, I started to, like, learn how to be by myself and be less codependent on everybody. I got some food in there. Hold on. Yep, I ate it. It's my boobs. I ate it. I started to be less codependent on everybody. But I think I went so far with depending on myself that now I don't really rely on anybody. I don't let people do things for me. So it gives me anxiety to let my kids stay at their grandma's for a few hours. It's been like, what, 4 hours, 5 hours? Like, there's people who work an 8-hour shift and their kids is at somebody's house. You know, I don't have that, and it's not like I do it all the time. And I have to tell myself that. It's not like I do it all the time. It's not like every day, every other day, I'm dropping my kid off at my mother-in-law's, you know, and just hitting the streets. Because that's the thing. Like, if I was working, it'd be different. Like, if I was leaving them, like, to go to work, it'd be different. But because I'm leaving them with her to go rip and run errands or whatever the case is, I always feel like I'm a mom. Like, these are my kids. I had them. I need to take them with me. I need to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z with them. When the reality is that, yeah, I'm a mom, but I'm also a person. I'm an individual who deserves individual time like everybody else does. And so, long story short, short story long. Y'all, Lexi's getting her groove back. I ain't Stella. I'm Lexi and I'm getting my groove back. I'm getting back into doing things for myself, doing things by myself, self-care, self-love, self-energy, like all self, because I need it. I need to be a little selfish, you know? I need to be a little selfish. And this has like, I'm going to say this in this video, only because when I say be selfish, it triggers me. Like the moment I said be selfish, this shit popped into my head. So I'm going to share it with y'all. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen some videos back, hold on y'all, because I'm getting emotional. I feel it, like, hold on. So I'm getting a mix of two feelings. Like, I'm hurt, but I'm not, you know? So, if you're new, then you haven't seen these videos. My brother passed away May 26th of last year. And it was a Wednesday. My sister called me on a Friday and told me I was a selfish little bitch because I wasn't with her and my mom to make arrangements and all that other stuff. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, when I tell you guys it's hard for me to do stuff for myself because of past issues and just stuff like that, like, even now, like, I said I need to be selfish, and the first thought that came into my head was this. So, try not to. Ooh. She said that to me while I was in a whole nother state trying to get my brother's belongings. And it pissed me off so bad. And I didn't express to her what I was doing at the time because I didn't want to get anybody's hopes up, because it's been a year now, so I don't give a shit about talking about it. Like, I had to break some laws in order to get my brother's things back, like all of his things back. And so, like, I didn't want to say I'm about to go do this and then I couldn't get it done. I knew what I needed to do and I did it. So when she said that to me, I'm just thinking, like, yo, if only you knew what I was doing. If only you knew. And it's stuff like that from my childhood, from just that incident itself, that try to keep eating, that fucks with me about being selfish or taking time out for myself. And you guys, I swear, I am the least selfish person you'll meet. I will give a stranger the clothes off my back. Okay? One of the reasons why I've had friendships that burn me so bad is because I will give you my all. I will give you my all and ask for nothing in return. When I do for people, I don't do for notoriety. I would prefer to do something for you and not tell nobody. I would prefer to just do something for you anonymously, because I don't need the attention. I don't need the applause. I don't need the pat on the back. A lot of shit happens to me because, as bad as my fucking life is, I put out so much good karma that when it's not all the time, but when it truly does matter, it pays itself forward. For instance, over the summer, I think it was, shortly after, everything happened with my brother, I was out of it. And I went to Dollar Tree one day with the baby, and there was this lady in there who, and I'm not telling you guys just the story to tell you what I did for her, but what happened after. There's this lady in there, and she didn't speak English. She's I don't say she's like African or something like that, but she didn't speak English. And this is the dollar store. her and her kid is in there and they're buying stuff, and I see that they're buying it's like food stuff, and she must have didn't have enough. She was like some change short, and so she was trying to figure out what to put back. And I told the cashier, don't worry about it. Sent the lady on her way, and I paid the difference or whatever it was, gave her the receipt and everything, paid for it. Mind you, I had the baby, and at the time I was buying like drawing stuff for the baby and all that stuff, and we left, and I went to go put the stuff in the car, and I remember that my phone and stuff had fell off the car, and I remember picking it up, and I put the baby in the car. We got in the car, and we drove about 5 minutes away to the grocery store. And when I got to the grocery store, I'm looking for my wallet. Where the fuck is my wallet? Yeah, I know I picked this stuff up. I remember because I have my phone. I picked it up. I go back to Dollar Tree. It's not in the store. It's not in the parking lot. None of that. And I'm freaking out. I start heading back to my house. And something just had me pull back into the plaza of Stop and Shop. Because I needed to get it together. I was getting hysterical and I had a baby in the backyard. Right? And you guys, I shit you not, my phone rings. And it says East Hartford Police Department. The town I live in is called East Hartford Police Department. And I answered and I said, hello. And they said, is here. And I said, please tell me you have my wallet. And he says, yeah, somebody came and brought us your wallet. And y'all, this is the first time I ever bought a wallet that held everything I have. I have a slew of credit cards. I'm not gonna deny it. I have a shit ton of credit cards. I have 3 wallets just because I have that many credit cards. They're not maxed out. They're not maxed out. But like to build my credit, I ended up having to get like credit cards. And like anytime I get a like pre-approved, hell yeah, give it to me. So this wallet had every single credit card, my driver's license. I have several bank accounts. Every single bank account, my Social Security debit card, not my Social Security card, but like when you get Social Security, you get a card for it too. Everything. I just got the wallet, but everything in it, money and everything in it. I went to the police station to pick it up, and the cop goes, yeah, a guy found it in the parking lot of Dollar Tree and brought it to us. And my first mind was, why wouldn't he just bring it in the store? And I'm assuming it's because whoever picked it up realized how big it was and didn't trust giving it to the store. And the police department was right across the street. He said it doesn't look like anything's missing. Everything's still in here. And I went through it. You guys, I had like $200 in cash in there. And I said to myself, like, nothing more than I had already did something for someone else. And the good karma came back that someone didn't steal my wallet. Someone didn't run off with my stuff. Y'all, I'm full. I'm stressed out. I'm not stressed out. I still feel a little icky about the stuff and shit. But woe is me. I am going to work really hard on taking care of myself. I am going to work really hard on putting myself back together. It felt so good to get dressed today. Look, your girl looking good, okay? We getting rid of this though. We are going back to the crochet because I did realize the one thing I love about having my crochet is that when I'm having a shitty day, all it takes is for me to get dressed and get ready to feel a little bit better, even if I don't go nowhere. And I can't do that with this because I hate doing my hair. This requires too much. But all I gotta do is take the bonnet off with some crochet, pop these contacts in, and I'm a whole new bitch. Yeah, I'm sickening. I'm gonna get out of here. This is good. I'm so proud of myself for today. This might have to be a 2-part thing because this is almost like 20. This is 23 minutes plus all the other 2 times before people started calling me. Ooh. I don't know, y'all. I miss my babies. I ain't gonna hold you. And I know Linda probably done tore up her grandma's house. We're going to dump these onions back in there, and I'll pick them out when I get home. Because I don't want to pick them out now and put them in a bag and fuck around and leave the bag in my car. No, ma'am. Y'all, love yourself. Love yourself. Take time for yourself. It's not easy. I know it. I'm practicing it myself. Oh, back to this journaling stuff. Just real quick. I'm going to journal for a year. I'm going to try to... I don't know what this is. It tastes like lime. There's some lime in there. I'm going to journal for a year. I'm going to try to do some sort of entry every day, even if it's not like actually journaling, but like I said, I want to do like a every night plan what I'm doing the next day. And I've gotten so good. Like the reason why like yesterday I didn't journal, but the night before, because I had therapy on Tuesday, while I was on the phone with my therapist, I came up with a plan for Wednesday and came up with a plan for today. So what I did was I kind of just like dated the page and wrote out the things I wanted to do for Wednesday, and then I jotted down the things I wanted to do for today because I had it in my mind already, and I was like, let's just write it down now because it's in my head. Whereas when I used to journal before, I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait till Thursday and then I'll write it down. No. So even if it's not me, dear diary, today was just write down something. Write down something, because you know, having that moment with Stella in the group and seeing where her mind was when she started, and being like, I'm a stan of Stella. Like, you guys know I love Stella Williams. I stan Stella Williams. Seeing her journey and seeing how far she's come, and if Speak Truth into Existence was a person, it's Stella. And it's crazy because I say all the time, like, I know I'm older than her, but I aspire to be just like Stella Williams. She gives me hope and confidence that I can do that. And I'm gonna write this down. I like the highlight of the year. The highlight of 2022 is getting to have this one-on-one time with this somewhat of a close relationship with Stella Williams, because she's changed my life, you guys, in so many ways. It's not even funny. She inspired me over a year ago to create this channel, and at the beginning of this year, when I joined her mentorship and I was in a dark place, she brought me back to life. And every time I feel like I'm in that place, it's always... Stella is a woman of God, okay? You guys know I have a God issue. I really do. Sky Daddy, me and Sky Daddy, we got a real tough relationship. But I do believe in prophets. I do believe in a prophet. May it not be from Sky Daddy, but from whatever you believe in. Like I said, I have my own beliefs. I believe in messengers. I believe in prophets. I believe in, you know, those people that are sent to tell you something, or sent for you. Like, you can't hear the message that you're supposed to hear, so you get a direct messenger. And I feel like that's Stella. Every time I've kind of felt like I was sinking or I was drowning, you guys, we would have these group sessions on Sunday, and she would say something, and it would just literally, like, I needed to hear that. I needed that comfort, or I needed that reassurance, or I just needed that word. And it's always so weird, because it's just like, girl, how you know? How you be knowing? And it's not even like she be talking to me directly all the time. It's just like she'll be saying something. I'm like, yo, like this whole journal thing, she was just like sharing like where she came from, and like giving us ideas on how to like plan out like what we're thinking and stuff like that. And I'm like, I needed that. So I'm definitely glad to have come this far. I'm definitely glad that whatever force of nature has put me as close as it has in relationship with Stella Williams, because I don't think I've ever said it to her, but she's saved me from a whole bunch of dark places. And I think that's why this depression this time around isn't as bad as it's been, because when I joined the mentorship, I was coming from a 4-month hiatus from my channel because your girl just couldn't get out the bed, couldn't live life like at all. And so hitting this spout of depression right now, and not even just her, but like the girls in the group, the ladies in the group are so supportive and so loving. Like, now I'm going on a tangent about this mentorship. You guys, the girls in the group are so loving and supporting. Last week when we were talking, we were going back and forth, and one of the girls, we were talking about, once again, my therapist and me needing grace. They didn't know that, but when I was telling them, like, I was just struggling, like, just trying to get myself out of it, one of the ladies in the group said, yo, you need to give yourself some grace. And I'm like, damn, you spying on my therapy sessions, girl? You spying on my therapy sessions? You guys, I'm just so happy for the network of people that I have around me. Like, even though like none of these ladies are close to me, we don't live in the same state, and we don't even really know each other like that, like, I can honestly say I'm grateful that I've met them. I'm grateful that I engaged with them, and watching their channels and watching their videos has definitely broadened my view of things. And I'm going to add everybody in here somewhere. I want to add all the ladies that I've been watching them and I've been learning, and I don't have that sisterhood, you know, in my normal life, in my everyday life. But I feel like with these ladies, like, as far apart as we are and as different as we are, we've developed some kind of a bond, and it's been very nice to be able to express what I'm going through and know that somebody at my house, express what I'm going through, and they've had my back. And because of them, I am now on this new journey of self-love, and I can't wait for you guys to join me on this journey. Oh, I think all right, I'm gonna end this after this, but I think at some point earlier today, I was saying to you guys how I'm coming up with a new way to film, having my kids go with their grandmother sometimes, so that I can film more personal content, more content that involves the self-healing and stuff like that. Because when it comes to self-healing and it comes to self-love and all that stuff, it gets a little emotional, you know, it gets a little deep. And I would like to film that without my kids around, or I would like to film that at least without the baby around too. Just because I don't want them to always see me in my feels. And I feel like the only way I can be truly like open and constantly providing content to this channel is to be able to give you guys that part of me. In order to do that, I'm going to start asking help from my personal village. So if you're like me and you struggle, you have a village of people, but you struggle with letting the village help you take care of your kids, try just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's 4 o'clock. I know that I have one kid at home. She's 12. She can be home by herself. Mind your business. And I'm on my way to go pick up my other 3. The world has not burned down. Nobody is hurt. Everybody is okay. It may be a little gray sky outside, but I feel like they ain't got shit to do with me. And I made it through the day. I enjoyed everything I did today. And because I was away from my babies for so long, I bought them some little cake pops from I did go to the bakery, but I'm not gonna bother to put that in there because I'm not gonna eat it right now. If anything, if I feel like picking up the camera and showing you guys what I got from the bakery, I will. If not, oh well, next time, because we'll probably be back. But I'm gonna end this video out here. If it's a 2-parter, thank you for watching both parts. If it's a 1-parter, thank you for watching this long ass video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys very, very much. Bye.